Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. Clicked on to the long range weather forecast discussion for November 6th to 20th. Now I'm going to show you what's going on now across the atmosphere. The Arctic oscillation is currently positive and is predicted to spike strongly positive this week and then drift to neutral and possibly negative next week. And the current AO is reflective of negative height anomalies across the Arctic. Across here, you can see there's negative height anomalies and mixed height anomalies across the mid latitudes. You can see we have above normal heights here, trough here. So the North Atlantic oscillation is also positive with negative height anomalies across Greenland. You can see it right here. And with that, this is forcing a trough in the west, and a ridge in the east. And this index is forecast to spike positive this week and then drift back to neutral next week. Height anomalies are predicted to become mixed across the North Atlantic or the Arctic. You can see it right here. So we had strong positive height anomalies. Excuse me. Second thing, here's a look at the current position of Eta, and it is right now located at 13.8 north, 83.5 west. Maximum sustained winds are 140 miles per hour and a Cat 4. Movement towards the west, and it's making landfall right now. We could take a look at the satellite imagery. Here's the looks like here's the center of circulation where the pointer is, and it's making landfall. Very strong hurricane, and what this can do is a couple things. Now we're going to go back here. We're going to go like to tomorrow and see it weakens, then gets itself together again here across near Cuba, and this could spread rain into Florida as a moist flow, an easterly flow, reacts with this moisture causing heavy rain. And then we watch this, and then it comes into Florida. Yesterday, it was more like towards this area here. This is the GFS. We'll look at the European. Kind of similar, comes in near Florida, but it looks like it's further south. Then it comes in. Then we look at the European high resolution. Florida is in the scope, and then we'll look at the European ensembles. So the models are pretty clear that it's going into South Florida, and this will bring a lot of heavy rain across this area. Okay, we're going to look now at the pattern now. This is for November 6th to 10th, and during this period we have this trough here above normal heights here in the east. It's fairly strong for this time of year, and it's centered over the northeastern Great Lakes. So this is how the flow is forecast to be. Well, it's a good agreement. So we'll have a deep trough across the Intermountain West this weekend, and this will bring widespread significant winter weather event to the northern plains, northern Rockies, northern plains, behind a strong cold front that expected to be about cause temperatures to be about 10 to 20 degrees below normal across the Intermountain West and Rockies by next week, and we'll take a look at that. Here's our system here. GFS shows it well. Here's Eta down here. Now it looks like it's going in towards Central Gulf Coast. We'll look at the European. Doesn't seem to be as strong with precipitation until it gets up here. It'll really wrap up here. Then we'll take a look at the high resolution models. Shows it really with the precipitation. Now we're looking at the ensembles. They don't really get much precipitation that gets up to the northern plains. but this will bring temperatures about 10 to 20 degrees below normal. Okay, and also very mild fall weather will continue across the eastern states due to the building ridge, and we'll expect numbers to be about 10 to 20 degrees above normal. Okay, we're looking at the period now for November 15th to the 11th to the 15th. And the trend continues this period, which is forecast to continue maybe into middle of November, and then maybe late start to change. But we still have our trough here in the west, ridge in the east, and there's indication that this ridge might push this trough further eastward. We have to see how that develops. But this is how the pattern is forecast to be. So for this forecast period, I'm forecasting below normal temperatures for the plains and the west, and I'm forecasting numbers of 6 to 12 degrees below normal, and above normal temperature forecast for this region here with the anomalies of 6 to 12 degrees above normal. For precipitation, calling for above normal precipitation from here in various intensities, and I'm forecasting the probability of occurrence is 35 to 45%. Excuse me. Now we go to the end of the period. This is for November 16th to the 20th. And you can see that the trough might try to slide eastward, as shown in the GFS. And the ridge starts to slide east as this ridge builds over the Eastern Pacific, maybe into the west. But still, we're forecasting the same overall conditions. So for this forecast period, I am forecasting below normal temperatures from the Mississippi Valley to the Pacific coast, and I'm forecasting anomalies of 4 to 6 degrees below normal. The anomalies are not as high, and I'm forecasting above normal temperatures for this area, and anomalies will be near 6 degrees above normal. And then now we're going to look at the precipitation, forecasting above normal precipitation here, and for this region, probability of occurrence is 40%. And then we have below normal precipitation for the northern plains and the upper Mississippi Valley, and the probability of occurrence is 35%. That's the long range weather forecast discussion for November 6th to the 20th. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.